dye my hair jet black, and my eyebrows as well if I could.
Hello, Ginge. How's your minge? Is it red like your head?
You never quite know how ginger you are.
If you're born a redhead, you just seem to have a lifetime of misery and scorn heaped upon you for some reason.
I think redhead looks really nice on girls, but guys, no.
The whole time I was pregnant, I was just hoping that it wasn't going to be ginger, especially if it was a boy.
Obviously, I wouldn't want to have children in case I passed on my ginger gene.
And now for your history lesson on red hair. I am a redhead. I have red hair. Did you know that red hair is rare? So rare that only 1 to 2% of the human race has red hair. 1 to 2%!
Why haven't we died out? There's got to be a cause for that. There's got to be a reason that we're still here. There's just got to be.
I tell no story, I bring no wisdom.
I've experienced a lot of bad things about being ginger. Is it true that we might die out one day? I've heard that we may die out.
It's not clear. You know, it's very, very rare. Red hair is really rare. If you look around the world, it's pretty much only in Northern Europe, and it's only in America because so many Celts migrated there. It doesn't seem to serve much of a function.
We're so rare, it's almost like we're from another planet. Maybe we are. Maybe redheads are aliens because the gene that gives us red hair is a mutant gene from outer space.
Bum, bum, bum.
Outer space? Outer space.
The ginger genes could get diluted out of the population.
Okay.
Like if you were the last ginger person, and
so we could actually die out.
You could. Yeah, it's possible. It's not always very simple, I should say.
You don't know it, but it's coming. These are all gonna go like that. So, like one day, people are gonna wake up and go, "Where did all those ginger people go?" You know what I mean? And they're gonna be gone like that. So,
Charles Darwin actually believed that the reason why color changes in people's skin and hair happened in evolution is because it made them people more sexy. Just like a peacock, you know? If you're just a boring brown bird, who wants to know? But you know, if you've got great plumage, the girls think, ooh. I really find redheaded men quite attractive.
Go and live in America.
Out of sight, dynamite. Okay, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, but maybe you don't know what you're listening to. Weirdo.
No race that has spawned somebody like me can be pointless. I refuse to believe it. I'm just wondering what would be the point in evolving to be like this, to be ginger. Why would we do it?
If you have we call them a mutation, if you have a variation in one of your proteins, one of your genes that causes a change in one of your proteins, if you survive to reproduce, then that gene will get passed on to your children. So there doesn't have to be an advantage to it, there just has to be not necessarily a disadvantage.
So being ginger is a mutation, kind of like the X-Men.
Okay, maybe it's not alien, but it's definitely a mutant gene.
I'm trying to find out, was there any good reason for red hair to evolve?
There's a very good reason, and it's in the evolution of humans.
What?
Like all mutations, they happen at random, but then nature, according to the Darwinian Thesis, selects for the advantageous ones. And there was a mutation that led to red hair and pale skin, which turned out to be a great advantage at high latitudes where there was very little sunshine.
Exactly.
If you've got pale skin, you're likely to produce more vitamin D, which is produced by the action of sun on your skin. So you produce more vitamin D, and vitamin D is responsible for the uptake of calcium in your body.
Your children would not suffer from rickets and other illnesses that result from a deficiency of vitamin D. There's a historical reason for why you are as you are, and it's a good reason.
Basically, people with red hair have 2 copies, 1, 2, of a recessive gene on chromosome number 4, which in turn causes a change in the MC1R protein. What? MC1R protein? Huh? MC1R protein. That sounds alien to me. That's because it is. Just kidding. Actually, the MC1R protein is a protein that determines hair and skin color.
What I have found is that we're just better at producing vitamin D, which I'm going to be honest is a bit disappointing, but you know, people need vitamin D. Maybe we could find some way of extracting our vitamin D and selling it in Holland and Barrett. I don't care what they say. I love being ginger. And
I know! So basically, only a small percentage of the world population has red hair, which means we are the largest, or smallest, minority in the entire world. And that leads to stereotypical insults and ridicule. For instance, redheads have a bad rap for being fiery-tempered. What did you just say to me? But seriously, we're all crazy. Bees! Bees are thought to sting redheads more than anybody else. Ye old-time proverbs. A French proverb states that redheaded women are either violent or false and are usually both. And a Russian proverb warns, there was never a saint with red hair. In Corsica, if you pass a redhead on the street, you are to spit and turn around. In Greek mythology, redheads turn into vampires when they die. During the Spanish Inquisition, flame-colored hair was a sign that its owner stole the fires from hell and had to be burned as a witch. Hellfire! But alas, in Denmark, having a child with red hair was a sure sign of good luck. Redhead Day is a real holiday. Redhead Day is a summer festival that takes place the first weekend in September in the Netherlands. It's a free event sponsored by the government and hails attendance of natural redheads from 20 different countries. But the rest of you non-redhead types, not to be outdone, have come up with your own holiday. That's so immature. Bring it on! Oh, and FYI, lastly, I think I speak for all redheads when I say that SPF 60 is just not enough. Are you kidding me? Can I get an SPF 80 or 100 or 1,000 or something? This burns. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was your history on redheads. I hope you enjoyed watching. Goodbye.